Welcome to another episode of Alan's Collection. When Universe 7 is on the brink of being wiped out, there's only one place to go. And Goku goes to hell to convince Frieza to join the Universe 7 team to battle for its survival. I give you Golden Frieza. Let's begin! SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Super Golden Frieza Event Exclusive Color Edition. Okay guys, here we have the outer box for the Event Exclusive Color Edition Golden Frieza. And of course, for us who watch Dragon Ball Z, it was a very nice surprise to see a brand new look for Frieza himself in golden form. We saw Frieza form 1, 2, 3 and even 4, but a golden Frieza was a totally new surprise for Dragon Ball fans, guys. And here we have a classic window box with a figure in the middle. We can appreciate the figure and some accessories. And of course to the left we have in big white letters Golden Frieza. And to the right we have an artwork of Frieza himself pointing upwards. And below we have some logos: Dragon Ball Super, Tamashii Nations, Toei Animation, and warnings, guys. Now let's check out the first side of the box. We have an image of the figure Golden Frieza and below the name of the figure. Now let's check out the back of the box. Here we have Frieza in different poses. Of course this figure is highly articulated, guys. And below we have all the legal information and warnings. Checking out the other side of the box, we have an artwork of Frieza and the name Golden Frieza. And now we're back to the front of the box, and that's it for the outer box, guys. Now let's check out the blister box. Okay guys, here we have Golden Frieza in the blister box, and we can appreciate even more the figure itself and of course the accessories. He's looking absolutely fantastic, guys. Very shiny gold Frieza. Can't wait to take him out of the blister box and review the vanilla pose. Okay guys, here we have Golden Frieza in vanilla pose. And of course what stands out is his golden painting that he has all over his body. And you can appreciate that shiny tone, especially in his chest, legs and arms, and of course his head. This is a very small figure. Very much looks like a Marvel Universe figure or a Super 7 reaction figure. I think it's a bit taller than those two. I very much like that they have kept the design and structure of the white and purple Frieza, and they have painted this very alike to that of the original Frieza. Of course, here he keeps this form, which is the fourth form of Frieza. And even though it's a small figure, you can really appreciate the muscle in the legs as well as the chest and the arms. Regarding the head, of course, it's a large chestnut-shaped skull with two horns. And you can very much appreciate that there with the large purple part on the top part of the head sculpt. And of course, his red eyes, red evil eyes, and his purple mouth, nose, and central part of his face. Very nicely sculpted, guys. I'm not very happy with the center piece in the chest. As you can see, it's falling off. Perhaps it's a production error. or within the shipping it fell off a bit, so I think there's a problem. Other than that, the figure looks absolutely cool, guys. And of course the frog-shaped feet is a very particular feature of Frieza himself, and they have really nicely painted the froggy feet. So, now that we have reviewed the vanilla pose, let's check out this guy's articulation. Of course, in this figure, we don't see the tail, because the tail comes like an accessory, and we have to place the tail later on. So that's why I have reviewed Frieza as it came in the box without tail, guys. Okay guys, let's check out Golden Frieza articulation. We're gonna check Golden Frieza's head articulation. And as you can see, you can move down, up, and you can move the head to the left, and you can move the head to the right very nicely. And of course, you can also tilt the head to the left and tilt the head to the right. And that's it for head articulation, guys. Now let's check out torso articulation. And if we try to move the torso down or up, we're going to find ourselves with the difficulty of doing so because of the purple part in the middle, which is falling apart. However, you can move the torso to the left and you can move the torso to the right. And you can also tilt the torso left and tilt right. Now let's check out arm articulation. And as you can see, you can move the arm forward, you can move the arm backwards, and you can move the arm out. And Golden Frieza does have bicep articulation. You can rotate the bicep very nicely. And of course, Golden Frieza also has double jointed elbow articulation. You can flex the elbow like this. And finally, we have hand articulation. You can rotate the wrist like this very nicely. And you can move a little bit up and down the wrist as well. Now, finally, we have leg articulation. You can move the leg forward. You can move the leg backwards a little bit. We don't get thigh articulation or shin articulation, but we do get a double jointed knee articulation. So you can bend the knee like this very nicely. And finally, we have foot articulation. As you can see, you can move the foot down very nicely and up very nicely. To the left, to the right. We get a rocker here for the frog foot of Golden Frieza. And that's it for Golden Frieza's articulation, guys. Now let's check out the accessories. Okay guys, here we have the accessories for Golden Frieza. And let's start with the head sculpts. This SH Figuarts Golden Frieza brings 3 separate head sculpts, in addition to the one that we already saw in the vanilla pose. The first one, it's a yelling face, of course, when he's about to throw or shoot a blast against Goku or even against Jiren-sama. Next we have the excited face, to see how he's going to have a exciting fight with Jiren. And finally we have the smirky face, guys. This is the smirky face. I think it would be the most classic face for Frieza. Now let's check out the interchangeable hands. So he brings 3 additional interchangeable hands. Of course, in the vanilla pose we saw the fist hands. And of course, these pair of hands here are the relaxed hands, or the shooting a blast hand. And finally we have the pointing finger. Just one pointing finger, guys. And of course, that is to say that he's going to finish you off, or he's going to destroy a planet. And last but not least, we have the golden tail of Frieza. Of course, this is part of his body, and for obvious reasons, it was placed as an accessory, as if they would have placed the tail on him, the box would have had to be bigger. So, nice golden painted tail, guys. Really cool. And that's it for the accessories, guys. This version of Frieza, the golden Frieza, appears in Dragon Ball Super. He was picked by Goku himself after Majin Buu failed his written test to enter the tournament and as well fell asleep during a fight. So Goku thought of his eternal rival, his nemesis, Lord Frieza himself, now working with Goku and the Universe 7 other fighters in order to protect the Universe 7 from being erased by Sen Osama. Probably the most heated and most exciting fights was Golden Frieza, Goku, and Android 17 against the mighty Jiren. It was a fight for the ages, a fight for survival. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about this figure. And do not forget to give a like and subscribe. And I'll see you next on Alan's Collection.